I'm Max Fuchs. I'm a doctoral candidate here at the Max Planck Institute for Social Anthropology in the Department Anthropology of Economic Experimentation. And I'm also a member of the International Max Planck Research School Global Multiplicity Social Anthropology for the now. In my research project, I want to explore socioeconomic differences within LGBTQIA+ communities in Namibia. I'm particularly interested how these differences are negotiated, how they are spatially reflected in urban landscapes, and how community cohesion is possible despite the fragmentation. For this, I want to examine different queer spaces in Namibia, who are the actors shaping these spaces, and how do these spaces differ regarding their location, their social composition, but also in their use. Connected to these questions, there are also broader issues like how do LGBTQIA+ in Namibia understand community? How dynamic are those understandings and senses of belonging? And how do local socioeconomic queer settings relate to broader global phenomena? My research project is relevant because it examines the self-assertion of marginalized communities in urban landscapes. The particular case of LGBTQIA+ communities in Namibia allows us to understand local dynamics. At the same time, many of those dynamics can be abstracted on a global and broader scale. Many queer NGOs and activists in the Global South are financially depending on global northern donors. When now this financial support is missing or is withdrawn, then they are forced to rearrange and find new strategy regarding their financing, but also their self-organization. Very concrete and recent example is the end of US aid. With the funding of US aid, it was possible for queer NGOs in Namibia to provide prevention measures, HIV medication, but even rapid response packages consisting of sanitary products and food parcels to particular vulnerable groups. So those NGOs are a very important part of queer infrastructure in Namibia. Now they are threatened to collapse and new strategies have to be found. It will be interesting to observe this process, and my research project will do this, which makes it even more relevant and significant. Social anthropology is interesting because of the long-term field research on site. It allows us a deep insight into local contexts, but at the same time, through the theoretical embedding and the comparative analysis, it allows to draw broader conclusions on global phenomena.